Hello, everybody, and welcome to 28 Ways God Says I Love You. Today, we're going to talk about the celebration of transformation. This is baptism. I remember when I was baptized, I was 9 years old. We lived in Puerto Rico. My dad was a pastor, and I got baptized in a little church on the top of a mountain. And I remember it, even though I was 9 years old, I remember like it was today. Even though I strayed from Jesus in my teenage years, I always knew I had a home to come back to. That's why I tell parents when your children desire to be baptized, don't stop them. Don't say, well, later on, because sometimes that later on never comes. I just want to encourage parents with that word today. But three things about baptism that I want to share with you. Number one, baptism is not the graduation, is the birth. Sometimes people refuse to get baptized because they think, well, I'm not ready yet, and they've been studying the Bible. God has been operating in their life, but they think to themselves, well, I'm not ready yet. It's like a baby, right? It's been in the belly of the mommy for 9 months, and you tell the baby, okay, time to come out. Well, I don't want to come out yet because I don't know how to run, and I don't know how to eat veggie steak yet, and I'm not really familiar with tofu, and I'm not really I don't know how to play ball yet. All those things happen after you're born. So it's not the graduation because of good behavior. It's a decision that you make because you understand, which is point number two, that this is about a public declaration of a private reality. Remember, baptism is personal, but it's never private. It's never in scripture, you don't see private baptisms. There's always other people there, right? It's a public declaration of a private reality. It's like a wedding. I remember when I was married, I was 26 years old, and we were dating for a year and a half, and I popped the question. It was in a little cruise on Valentine's, and I asked my then girlfriend if she wanted to be my fiance, and she said yes. And then we set a date. It was a great wedding. I was late. She was there early. I was late. It was a fantastic day. We were celebrating our public declaration of our private reality. I loved her. She loved me. Did we know everything we had to know about marriage? Absolutely not. Were we perfect parents? No. Are we perfect husband and wife? Absolutely not. But that was the beginning. That's the same thing as baptism. You celebrate publicly what God is doing privately. And remember, there's two, and this is my last point. There's two things in this imagery of baptism, the symbolism of baptism is fantastic. These two things are really powerful. One is when the person who's baptizing you puts you down under the water and you come up. It's a sign of dependence because the Christian life is dependence. It's not about what you can do, how strong you are, and how great your ideas are, or how strong you can be against sin. It's you depending on God. That the same one who was with you in your baptism is going to be with you the rest of your days. It's a dependence on God every day, not about your strength and your ability. It's about what God can do. It's about done, not do. Number two, this symbolism of baptism is you are celebrating in advance of your total transformation. Because the moment you get baptized, you're not perfect. The moment you get baptized, you're not completely transformed. But you're celebrating. Isn't that fantastic? That it's like right now in heaven, God is building a mansion in your name, and you're not even there. So He trusts you more than you trust yourself. So when we're baptized, we're celebrating in advance. We're saying, I know I'm not perfect. I know I don't have it all together, but I have a God who does. And I have a God who is. And because He promised, I am trusting not my promises, but His promises to me. And that's fantastic. If you are thinking about making this decision, I would love to baptize you. So if we can make that happen, just reach out. And I'm also just going to send a little gift to the person who's the most recently baptized and the one who's been baptized the longest, right? I have a little book that I can send you out. Just put your name down there in the comment section. I'm going to pick one out, and I'm just going to send these books, right? If you left your email, would be even more awesome. All right. Thank you for watching. I invite you to subscribe to our channel. We have content in English and Spanish. Share it. May God bless you. Remember, this has been 28 ways God says, I love you.